Hello there, viewers, and welcome back to the Smell the Roses YouTube channel. I'm Flo Foster from Foster's Therapy, and I'm the brand ambassador for Smell the Roses. I am here for my final strange massage tools to help you survive in these strange times. So far, if you haven't seen these videos already, I have shown you some vegetables that are very useful for massage. I've shown you some baking items that are helpful for massage, a hairbrush, a tennis ball, and a shell. I was checking my little pile of items in the corner there. It's a shell. We used a shell. So if you haven't seen those, check those videos out on the channel. But for now, these strange things are often used to help with clothes in the washing machine. They sometimes come in pairs and they often cost about £1, and they're squishy and they're great. I know lots of dancers that I've worked with that have very much enjoyed using these with the kind of aches and pains and tight muscles in their calves and feet. So this cute little thing is what we're going to be working with today. I'm pretty sure that they're laundry balls, but they have different names depending on where you are. But I know them as a spiky ball because that's what I used when I was training as a dancer. I use these on my feet and calves because they're great for waking up your feet if you have tired feet in the morning. So this is something which, under the arch of your foot, you can roll backwards and forwards in socks if it's too much, barefooted or barefoot. And all of these nice little spikes basically help stimulate the muscles in the feet and stimulate the blood flow in the feet. So this is a brilliant one. I'm not going to show you my feet because I don't think that's a good idea. Seeing as I have danced for most of my life, you do not want to be seeing those feet, I promise you. But if you have one of these, or you can get one of these whilst you're at a food shop, you can get these in most large stores. If you're going in person, pretty sure places like Sainsbury's have them. I know that places like Home Bargains have stuff like this. Places like the Yorkshire Trading Co, companies like that do kind of a broad range of stuff from laundry through to food. You'll generally find any shop like that will probably have something like this. These aren't necessarily very easy to find because some of them are kind of not as easy to put under pressure so that you can use them for a body part. But if you find something that looks like this that's not got lots of holes in it, you're probably good. So you can put these under your feet and roll, and it really it feels a bit like, oh, it's quite strong, but actually it is really good for waking those feet up. And to be honest with you, in the morning, if you just want to wake up your hands, because I find when I'm working at a table and I'm using my fingers to type a lot, my fingers just aren't awake. And the good thing about this is that the bubbles on this are just really stimulating. They really wake up your hands. So you can even, I mean, my hands are starting to go red just from using it slightly because the blood flow is being increased in my hands, but it feels great. It's just like an itch that you can't scratch. It just feels fab. So this is something which, if you're doing your laundry even, you can just do this on your hands and it feels great. You don't have to take your shoes off and do it on your feet if you don't want to. You can roll it around as well. So you can roll it on a muscle because it's got those nice little spikes in it. It really gets in between those muscles. And that feels great. Again, you want to be working in circular motions wherever you are, really. Whether it's on an arm or on a pec. And you can use this similar to the tennis ball, which you can use behind your back. So I'm just going to show you how you can use it on your back. So if you've got a high-backed chair, or if you go by a door or a door frame, you can pop that where it hurts and then place that against the chair and then give that a nice roll around. So I'll just turn that around a bit more for you so you can see. So I've got that in there and I'm popping that just under my shoulder blade and I'm rolling that around and pushing into it, and it feels great. If you've not got flexibility to do what I'm doing here, where I'm putting my hand behind my back, you can just place your hand by your side and then just roll it inwards and then roll it around, depending on where you are and how much flexibility you have. So that's a really good one if you have kind of muscles that just need a little bit of extra stimulation, that you just want to wake them up in the morning. because it can get a bit boring day after day doing the same thing every day. So things like this can just wake you up. You can just have them by the side of your desk and just roll it around on your hands just to wake your hands up and just give yourself something to do whilst you're reading an email. Is a really, really great way just to find something that is going to change what you're doing, to wake up your hands and give yourself something to do. So this is the laundry basket. Get that out and use that on your hands. And the next thing, which I think most of us have these days, is a water bottle. I think I got this from Aldi for $3.99. They don't have to be expensive. These are brilliant because you can use these hot and cold. So I've put like freezing cold water. I put some in a jug in the fridge and I filled that, and that is nice and cold. And that's brilliant. If you've got muscles that are sore, this is brilliant because that's nice and cold. And if your muscles are warm, because you don't want to be putting lots of cold on a muscle and then trying to massage it, but if you've got an achy muscle, a little bit of cold can be quite nice. So you can use this a bit like the rolling pin that we used in the first episode. So you can roll it over a muscle if it's long enough. Obviously you don't want to be using this on like a bendy water bottle. You want something that's got that kind of firmness. You can roll that on a leg like that. And you can roll that into a muscle and just literally roll out the muscle, and it can feel really, really nice. Similarly, you can put hot water in lots of these. Not all of them. Some of them don't advise that, but you can put hot water in some of these. And the good thing about that is that although they hold the heat in, so it shouldn't really feel hot on the outside, it does emit some of the heat as it stays in the bottle over time. And that, again, because it's warm, can feel super nice on a muscle. So if you've got the back of a calf or the back of your hamstrings, back of your legs, that can just feel really nice if you just have your foot on the ground and then you just roll your leg over that. You can move your leg over that on the ground. So you can kind of kneel down, put a leg forward, and then just roll it out over the water bottle. I know loads of people who use Nalgene bottles that are kind of the big, almost like impenetrable bottles that a lot of people use for camping. Those are great because you can put hot water in those as well. So something like that that's kind of hard and firm that you can kind of roll and then use to kind of iron out the muscles. So this one is brilliant because you probably carry this around with you on your walk. You probably have one of these sat on your draining board, and they are brilliant because you can literally just grab those and press into a muscle. If you're sat down, you can literally just press that into your legs and just stretch your torso away from your legs and just give yourself that little bit of stretch. Some of them have a good little end bit, so you can like get into a muscle if you wanted to, but I wouldn't advise it because some of them, a bit like mine, is extremely dented, so you don't really want to be pressing that into any muscles. But if you do have a tight spot, there's nothing to say that you can't just dig that in to a corner and just give that a little circular motion as well. So that, my friends, is what we've used today. A water bottle and a laundry ball. See how you get on with that, and thanks so much for watching. See if you can get one of these in your house and use them to relax your body. And I look forward to seeing you all again soon with another episode from me. I have a couple up my sleeve that I will not be sharing just yet. I'm looking at the list now and thinking, do I want to give away any details? But I'm not going to. But what I will tell you is that working posture is hard, and I will be helping you out with that at some point. So for now, from me, Flo Foster, I hope you have a lovely day and stop and take time to smell the roses.